What's up, YouTube? Man, it's your boy here, man. Dirty Red. Hey, I'm just sitting up here, man. Like just outside the border of Arkansas, headed to Little Rock, Arkansas, man. Drop this load off and stuff, man. Hey, look, I just want to holler at everybody for a second, man. It's been a while since I've been back up on here. Internet, phone got broke, every darn thing, man. It's been a while. I'm gonna have to post up a lot of videos and stuff, man. But I went last I was on here, bro. I was telling about CR England training, and I'm gonna make this a little short part 2 of the CR England training for guys that wanted to know how CR England training was. But if you didn't see the first part, you can go on my channel and look at the first part, and I'm just gonna do a short one here on the second part to try to pick up where I left off at. But where I left off at was when you go into different phases once you finally graduate the program. Well, you technically hadn't graduated the program yet until you get out there on the road with a trainer. So when they put you out there on the road with a trainer, there's different phases you have to go through. It's phase 1, phase 2, phase 1 upgrade, phase 2 upgrade, phase 2 first chair, all of these different phases that you have to go through. But through all those different phases, it's 6 months that they want you to be riding with a trainer. Yeah, I know, 6 months, man. And during those 6 months, a lot of cats, man, always be wanting to try to go home. And I can tell you, man, they really don't want you to go home. They want you to stay out there those 6 months to finish the training program, because they know if you go home, man, you might see something better. Or cause you got them licensed now, you might have a local gig at home that you want to just, stay home and stuff. So CR England try to keep you out there as long as they possibly can. Some trainers can be good, others can be assholes. You know how that go. That's just like teachers in this world, man. If you ever been to school or whatnot, or if you ever been on other jobs and stuff, you get a supervisor every now and then, man, that's the greatest in the world. The majority of them, though, are assholes. It just what you put into it, how you get along with people and everything, because you're going to be confined in this one little old bitty truck, and hopefully you don't have too much gear or whatnot, because it's not that much room. You guys are, it's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever been in jail or whatnot, but you in a little man's cell here with a double bunk, so you guys have to get along. It is what it is, but most trainers, though, if they find out that you can actually drive, they won't bother you. They'll allow you to just go on ahead and get your hours in, because you got to get a certain amount of hours in before they even allow you to upgrade to the next phase. So if you can't drive no longer than 2-3 hours, it's gonna take a while for you to get your hours in. And nobody expects you to be able to drive 8 straight hours coming straight out the doggone academy anyway, because I have yet to meet anybody that can drive straight 8 hours. And I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's no point. Don't get out here and try to be no hero, man. You just pace yourself, do the best you can do. And if your trainer, doggone it, man, just instead of pressuring you or something like that, then you need another trainer. You need to talk to him and tell him, hey, this guy is an asshole, and I want out of his truck. And they'll put you with another trainer. I mean, don't be afraid to speak up. I done ran into a lot of guys that said, man, matter of fact, the guy that I picked up and I was training, he told me he was on his second trainer because the other trainers and stuff was a straight asshole to him, and he just couldn't function and stuff. And I was like, man, why didn't you speak up? He said, I thought if I spoke up, they were gonna fire me. Nah, man, they can't fire you just for speaking up about your trainer, bro. Your trainer is there to help you, not to hurt you. The trainer is there to assist you, to get you better and get you familiar and progressed on this in this trucking industry, man, because it's a dangerous industry. You have to get experience behind the wheel of a truck to not be afraid to get on the road and just hold your ground. You know, now you got these super truckers out here, they want you to drive super fast and all that. Hey, look, man, let those guys go. Let those guys go. Those guys are, they on another level. They if you ever met these cattle drivers, these cattle truck guys, they be running every bit of 80 to 90 miles an hour. They gonna fly by you. And these old model Pete's, they gonna fly by you. But for the most part though, after you get your hours in, you go to phase 1, then you go to phase 2 upgrade, where they're gonna route you to maybe one of the terminals for you to upgrade. You go up in there, sit down, you take a couple of classes. They're gonna train you on the automatic engines and stuff, and then they're gonna take you out for another drive. All it is 1 or 2 blocks around the block, and then they're gonna bring you back and have you to bag up. You know, you have to bag in just like you was bagging in at a parking lot at a regular truck stop or something like that. That will be your upgrade. Then you go with your phase 2 trainer. You go to your phase 2 trainer. Phase 2 trainer send you out. You be picking up loads, learning the Qualcomm, learning fuel, mileage, distance, all that, you know. So now you start to get into the meats and potatoes of how to actually operate a truck, you know. And it's up to your trainer to teach you as much as he possibly can. But 9 times out of 10, you're gonna start to learn the business and start making it work the best for you, because my techniques probably is not gonna be the best thing for you when you start doing your driving and stuff. You might sit back and be like, hey, look, man, I don't think Red Man method's gonna work for me. Let me try it my way. As long as you is in the perimeters of the laws and DMV and stuff, hey, man, do it your way. Whatever floats your boat, do it your way so you can be comfortable with it, you know. And after that phase 2, they go to phase 2 first cheer. Then you actually go to you get more hours. The whole thing is a 6-month program. After your 6 months, then you qualify to be in a truck on your own. If you wanted to be in a truck on your own, you don't want to do team driving or anything like that. You qualify to be in a truck on your own, that's what I did. Team drivers make more money or whatnot, you know. But hey, man, I don't pretty much want to share. I was already cramped and confined in a little bitty truck anyway. So, hey, I'd rather get out there on my own. And you can get out there on your own, learn all you can about the business, man, because the ultimate goal is to go out there and be your own owner operator or whatnot, because, you know, and there's nothing wrong with company driving or anything like that, you know. If you want, because I spent 2 years company driving or whatnot, and I mean, shucks, you learn the business, you learn everything about the business like that, you know. So there's nothing wrong with that. But here again, the CR England, I mean, they pay you basically what what you worth, I mean, they don't pay too well. I can tell you that. I'm not here to bash any company or anything like that, but I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna get paid the thousands of dollars that everybody, you know, you think that you might get paid. You start off at 14 cents a mile shared. You know, I mean, you making 14 cents a mile. So you and the other guy, y'all sharing 28 cents. So it's 28 cents split, 14 cents a mile. Sounds bad, I know, but they send you all across country and stuff, so you're gonna get a bunch of miles. You're gonna go from Maine all the way across to Seattle, Washington. They just gonna keep you going from coast to coast. So you're gonna get a lot of miles. So don't let that 14 cents scare you. You're gonna be running a lot of miles, and that's how they try to get you to get your miles in pretty quick. When I left them, I was at like 28 cents. I was like 28 cents, 29 cents, somewhere in that range. And I was there for a year, and I was like, oh nah, man, I got to keep moving, bro. You know. But that's basically their whole program. Like I say, if you didn't see part 1, go back and check part 1, and it'll give you more details on what to expect while you actually there at the academy, in the hotel and stuff, for those 4 or 5 weeks that you actually be training. And once again, here I say, if you don't have a support system or no one that can actually loan you money or anything like that, man, don't come to CR England, because they do not pay you while you training. You're not getting paid while you training. So I watched a lot of guys starve out this program. You're not getting paid, brother. So if you're thinking about you gonna come to CR England and just get paid while you're training, you're thinking wrong. You know, you're gonna starve yourself out. But if anybody else have any kind of questions or concerns, comments, or whatever, man, hit your boy up, man, Red, man. And I'll be happy to answer any kind of questions or concerns you guys have about that particular program. But I'm going to be posting up more videos about other things in trucking, man, that a lot of guys might have questions about that'll help you out and stuff. But I'm out, man. I got to get this load down here for 1 o'clock, brother. I'll holler at y'all.